Ralph and Sir Janice, yous are restrained. Yous aren't in cages. Leon, Gaz, you are, as is Daphne, as is Melgrim. So you're on two different vehicles. In fact, there's two different vehicles. Yes, you're all in cages. Boom.
Are we
In cages
all
are enough there for you.
when you say restrained, is it our hands or our mouths? Like,
Your hands are now restrained, as is your legs, and you're now in cages. Because I forgot there's two vehicles there, so there's enough. There's 4 cages to each vehicle. So there's enough of you there. So you're on separate bits basically, and from there, where we drop out of combat, where you're coming across. So at this point, free to RP, free to come up with plans, do your thing, as you say, and I will get to the next story points.
I will right away try and figure out a way to get out of my bindings in my hands.
Nyla's just gonna start singing an Elvish a song.
Who's in the same spider as Melgrim?
We'll get to that. Okay, so what is everybody else doing? So you're going to find out. Melgrim, we'll come back to you last because you've clearly got an idea. So Leon, you're trying to get out your restraints. Nihilus is clearly thinking of her name and going, yeah, well, we're fucked. As you start singing in Elvish, we'll get back to you on that as well. Sir Janice, what are you doing at this point? Everyone who is paralysed will still be paralysed at this point. So,
but can kind of move our heads, or are we just like?
yeah, it's starting to wear off, so to speak. You're quite numb. There's bits of you're able to speak now, but you're feeling the warmth of the agent starting to wear off.
Guys, it's the only thing I'm going to do for now. I'm just going to turn around and stare towards this thing and go, "That's my job."
Yeah, actually, speaking of that, Nillis, could you make me a performance check just to see how good a singer you are? Just for missing gigs.
Swear to God, if you do amazingly, I'm going to be raging.
Well, I got a 16. It's got a 16.
Very good.
She can hold a tune, and for a human to sing in Elvish, it's not perfect Elvish. It's a good tune.
Competition.
Yeah. It's basically the same words over and over again. It's like 2 or 3 words, and it's just over and over again in a kind of melodic tune. You recognise
it's supposed to be a traditional Elvish song, but it obviously isn't.
Yes. Can you? Who actually speaks Elvish? Saying that, right? So Ralph, Jim, you've heard the song before. Yeah, I'm assuming you've sung this before, and you're 2 days trapped. Nillis. Nyla, sorry.
Nihilus.
No, just Nyla.
Yeah, Nyla. So, so Nyla, I'm assuming you've sang this song before while you've been captured.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, if Jim does speak Elvish, am I right, Ronan?
Yeah, I'm just going to double check.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, so you've heard the song before. It's not new. It's
Well, probably heard it while I was there.
Would I recognise it as an old Elvish song or a new Elvish song?
Now I need to make up an Elvish song.
It's old.
Make me a history check.
Yeah.
It is supposed to be an old one, but
yeah.
Would we?
I've not done anything for ages. Let me do something. Nope, never mind.
No, this is
just
brand
another
new
song.
to you. Yeah, from your readings back from your home when you were reading through all these books and stuff. Never heard of it. It's not something they really teaches lullabies, but it does sound like a lullaby. It's basically it's just sleep sound, sleep well, and it's just over and over again that same phrase.
It's soft kitty.
No, it's not. It's not like that.
Spider, warm spider.
So it'll. Again, this is where my improv comes in because I'm having to come up with a fucking Elvis lullaby. So it's sleep sound, sleep well. It's da 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 da, and then it's a change of cadence and pronunciation, and it gets a wee bit higher, and then it goes down to a lower pitch, and then it's almost like it teaches and trains. Actually, you didn't get enough in the history, so we'll say that you don't know. It sounds like it it's teaching and learning the kind of different cadences, vocal pitches, and
I shout over to her, do you know the Hunter in the Moonlight? But I say it in Elvish.
will you stop
I
making
reply back
songs
in
up?
Elvish.
On the Moonlight.
I think I know that one, but kind of in the mood for this one at the moment. I can sing it to you later if you really want.
Well, it would be nice to hear one that I know.
Okay,
Oh,
and then
it's
she
making me
switches
sleepy.
songs.
My
You want to
name-
make me a performance check again, Rach?
I can't hear the song
It's only
from our
13
channel.
this time.
Pretty good.
Not as
She's-
good.
Yeah, it's not as good. Again, the Hunter in the Moonlight is predominantly known as a song for sailing. It's basically
Hunting in the moonlight.
anyone who speaks Elvish again. Yeah, does anybody speak Elvish again? Sorry, I know Ralph does. I know Ronan
Yes.
does. Melgrim, do you speak Elvish?
Nope.
Does De Grande?
Because you specifically said
British and
elves were
common is
exceptionally
Grande,
rare.
make me a history. Just make me a history check because songs and this kind of thing you probably know. Yeah. Again, the Hunt in the Moonlight. It's considering what the song's about. It's quite melodic. You've never heard it sung melodically because this is usually a tale of woe about the hunter that goes out sailing, goes to look for a mythical fish. From there, they go out hunting and only seems to come out in one of the moonlights when one of the moons is at full, and you can recognize it by its beautiful pearl scales. They say fish, as in fish. Fish for this isn't technically fish. It's kind of like a serpent, but it's they call it fish for purposes of the land of homebrew, especially because we're within trees. And it talks about the tale of this fisherman goes out, goes hunting for it, goes out in moonlight, and is ambushed by other creatures. And at the end of the song, as it comes to its thrilling climatic finale, telling us you should always be wary about looking for. You should always be wary of things. Oh, I'm trying to think of the parable now. See, you're getting me making stuff on the spot. You should always be wary.
She could have just literally went no. That'd have been
Yeah.
the end of it.
Yeah. You could have went
Probably
no,
what you
Rach.
do.
You should always be wary of the thing in front of you, because if you keep your eye on the prize, you'll miss what's around you. It's a very haunting tale of the fact of no matter how good you think you are, the destination is not the prize, it's the journey.
Is that?
Well, my character has a different meaning for that.
Yeah. Now I need to write this down.
Nah.
This is what happens when you leave me with nothing to do for 40 minutes.
Oh,
How
nice
so
is
it's my
that, though?
fault, is it?
We've just got
We
two
do have a
beautiful
lot of
Elvish
people.
songs, guys.
You will
You've
get
literally just you're helping create the world is great. Now I need to fucking do this. So,
Now, let's go and write a song in Elvish.
No, it's
Got
right,
to
Julie.
and perform it.
I can't sing, so
Oh no, I'll
I
perform
would.
it. Don't worry.
You
I was
know
gonna
what?
say,
Whenever I
you would
hear
lose
Elvis,
if I tried to sing it.
Yeah.
Guys,
No,
we're,
but I
we're
hear
doing, we're
Elvis
doing a
sounds
lot
like
of kind
a
of behind the
contract.
scenes stuff now, which maybe isn't that interesting for people to watch. This is us just
Yeah.
talking about how we make D&D.
now let's go back to the
So I'm going to shout over to Rachel's character. My name is Cremana Folada Grelaka Ralph. But you can call me Ralph. What brings you
Ralph.
to this hellhole of a place?
Well, I'm Nyla, and I may have got captured.
You may have, yeah. Was it
I
the
was
same way we got
escaping.
cut?
I was escaping from somewhere and got caught.
Have you had a chance to count how many of... I'm saying this all in Elvish, by the way, as I'm going back and forward. Have you had a chance to count how many of those little bug people are?
Would I have?
Make me a wisdom check just to see if you remember.
Oh, I probably didn't. 7. I didn't do shit.
You know there's more than 4.
Am I
It's more
nearby
than
to Jim's
4,
character?
but other than
Yeah.
that, I'm okay.
We'll say for this, Nyla and Ronan, it'll be Ralph and De Grande. The other one will be Melgrim, Daphne, and Gaz.
Right, Jim, did you understand the Elvish I was speaking there?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so yeah, I'll look at you as I say that as well, and I'll do the introduction again.
I thought I was up there as below.
But
No, yeah.
We're all in cages, James.
You're all in
Alright.
cages now. Yeah, it worked out. I forgot there was a
Two
second vehicle.
spiders.
So
second
Yeah.
question, so the question is, did you get to see how many of those little bug? Did you see how many little bug people were on this boat? Spider boat.
How many did I see when I jumped up?
you seen 6.
I said I had about 6 up there. I tried to get up and I tried to, once you get up there and just throw them overboard and help you guys out, but it didn't happen. But there was about at least 6 up there.
At least you done something. I was taken out pretty quick.
Yeah.
Might I ask how long you two have been here?
Good question, Jim. You've been here at least 2 or 3 weeks.
Well,
Nyla, this is only your second day here.
I've only been here 2 days, so I'm lucky compared to Ronan.
yeah, I've been here for a few weeks. I can't remember when I came. Most of the count of time. Not a few weeks.
Yeah, there's no sun down here. Might I ask, what brings you under the canopy? I thought it was certain death, but it turns out there is some kind of society down here. Were you sailing the Anarch Ocean, or were you? What brought you here?
What brought me underneath? Well, I'm looking for the thing that killed my missus.
The thing that killed your missus,
Yes.
and you believe it is
Not-
under here.
Oh, it definitely is under here.
Did they capture you from the ocean, or did you choose to come down here
I choose to come down.
by yourself?
Yes, by myself. I was actually outcasted by my town. And I just said, I'm coming down here to kill this thing, to get back up there, to get my trust back again from my
Insight
family.
check to see if he is brave or incredibly stupid.
Roll an insight check, and then we'll come to Jim in a minute.
Holy, you say that as if those are different
I was
things.
going to say it
Yeah.
could be both.
Didn't get much, just an 11.
It's hard to read, Jim. You can answer that honestly, as honest as you want.
I've been honest. I'm either stupid or brave, you don't know.
Ralph said, that is a dangerous thing you've done. We are not an inconsequential group of people, and we were at school today. And you came down here yourself.
I ask you a question.
Of course.
See if something happened to something you loved or someone you loved with all your heart, would you not want to go and just get vengeance so you can, revenge for that?
That's a good question.
Ralph looks back in the direction it came from. It's something you can't see anymore.
Yeah.
I plan on burning these people to the ground. Them, their civilization, their women, their children, their cities.
What?
Maybe not the children.
What is
Maybe not
your
the children.
Whoa! What is your alignment, mate?
It is going to change.
Is it you purposely wanted to change?
Oh shit!
I told you that there's going to be some changes with Ralph.
Hell yeah! Okay.
Everyone's got to
shit.
suddenly side with Melgrim.
Well, all of you that can speak Elvish and know what I just said.
Yes.
might think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say an Elvish back. Maybe not the children. I understand everything else, but
They made
Actually,
I wouldn't
Henry.
hear you anyway. I'm
I
going
will-
to
I
if you
will-
don't kill the
Okay.
children
Okay.
and they grow up, they might become very angry. So maybe you should do, if you're gonna kill them, maybe all of them.
We need to have a
Okay.
chat after this stream, and privately, but however,
Yeah.
continue.
That's why you don't leave in 40 minutes.
Death to
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah. So you can
We'll
kind of
help
understand
you.
where I'm coming from.
Oh, I plan on helping you do the very worst we can do to these
Well-
insects.